Hello again everyone, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we're going to be considering some of the spiritual gems comments ideas for the week of December 23rd to 29th, 2024. So friends, we extend you a warm welcome. Thanks for joining us, and now let's get started. So the question reads, what spiritual gems from this week's Bible reading would you like to share? And let's start with Psalm 119, verse 151. It reads, "You are near, O Jehovah, and all your commandments are truth." So, Jehovah is near to his servants, and this verse reminds us that Jehovah is our shepherd, our great shepherd. He won't fail us. Keeping this in mind can calm the anxiety and fear we feel when go through challenging situations. Okay, the next one, Psalm 119, verse 151, is the same verse, the same psalm, and teaches us that in the midst of challenges and uncertainty, we can find comfort in the fact that Jehovah is near to us. His word is true and unchanging, and a beacon of hope that guides us along the way. In our daily lives, when we face difficulties, let us remember that we are not alone. Jehovah is near, and his truth sustains us. 3. Psalm 119, verse 154 reads, "Defend me and rescue me. Preserve me alive in harmony with your promise." This psalm says about God's promises, and this teaches us that Jehovah's promises are real and trustworthy. When we face difficulties, we can trust that He'll keep His word no matter how dark the days are or what's going on around us. Hope in His promises of salvation strengthens us. 4. 119, 165. This psalm reads, "Abundant peace belongs to those who love your law. Nothing can make them stumble." Okay, this verse teaches us that loving Jehovah's law and living according to it brings peace to our hearts. And this is really important. When we follow His ways, we experience an inner peace that doesn't depend on circumstances, but on our personal relationship with Him. Peace is not based on the absence of problems, but on trusting that He is in control. 5. 119, verse 165, the same psalm, teaches a valuable lesson. If we individually love and keep the law of Jehovah, we won't stumble spiritually because of what someone does or because of any other matter. These kind of stumbles are inevitable in the congregation, but that stumbles will come, inevitable, even friction or misunderstandings with others in the congregation. But having this psalm present can help us not to allow anything or anyone to make us leave Jehovah and His Son. 6. 119, verse 162. Let's read it first. And this says, "I rejoice over your saying like someone who finds great spoil." Okay, this teaches us that God's word should be a treasure in our hearts, not just knowledge. When we value His teachings and diligently seek them, we find joy and satisfaction beyond any material possessions. True joy comes from following His commandments. Number 7. 119 verse 168. This reads, I observe your orders and your reminders, for you are aware of all that I do. Okay, this is very important and significant. Teach us that Jehovah knows everything we've been doing, all what we do. And our obedience to His words is not just an outward act, but a reflection of our heart. And we obey God's law. It doesn't matter if there are others in front of us or we are in the privacy of our place. We obey Jehovah, and that's the main point, because in that way we show that we honor Him and live according to His will, which brings blessings to our lives. Okay, number 8, we have 119 verse 152, and this reads, Long ago I learned about your reminders, that you have established them to last forever. Okay, the main point of this is I learned about your reminders. Who? The psalmist. So this teaches us that parents, we have a great privilege and responsibility of teaching our children about God's reminders or spiritual matters. And this is a type of spiritual inheritance that even if they grow up and they live away, they'll always remember these reminders. These reminders, what they learn from their parents, from Jehovah, like attending meetings, Kingdom Hall, Word, preaching, work, reading the Bible, prayer, the name of God, and the concept of paradise. This is like a spiritual inheritance, or as this verse reads, reminders, God's reminders. 9. 119 verse 169, this reads, May my cry for help reach you, O Jehovah, according to your word, make me understand. Okay, this teaches us that when we are in trouble, our first step should be to cry out to Jehovah for help. If that's our immediate reaction, that's great. He hears our pleas and answers with wisdom. He gives us the tools to face any situation, inner peace, not only giving us what we ask for, but also giving us peace of mind. And let's conclude our analysis with number 10, 119 verse 176, and this reads, I have strayed like a lost sheep. Search for your servant, for I have not forgotten your commandments. Okay, this teaches us that sometimes we stray from God, but He's always willing to seek us out on and welcome us. His love calls us to return to Him, remembering His commandments and the right path. No matter how far we feel, He's always ready to welcome us. And it's important that we take care not to stray from Jehovah. And if we find someone around us who is far away, who's in this situation, we can remind him of this invitation from Jehovah. Okay, friends, that's a wrap for this consideration. Some of the spiritual gems we find in this week's Bible reading. So, thanks for joining us. We hope you have a wonderful day, be safe, and hope to see you in our next broadcast. Bye!